So basically, we're just trying to get something simple through to y'all. It's like, how high does the pedophilia got to get before we stop treating money as real? Okay, I mean, how some dude has 100,000 views or followers or something, bragging about doing something with a 12-year-old. I don't know. Just she's claiming she came in the shower and the woman's disgusted. The African descent woman is disgusted, and that's all I know. Those y'all saw reposted that, and those videos you can't get. Obviously, like that's what's weird about YouTube don't operate that way. Yeah, TikTok's got a ban. That's another way they ban truth. Like I've not received a penny. So it doesn't. What do you? There's no reason. I'm not making any money off someone else's videos. There should be no That's the thing. TikTok is not built for truth. That's why I assume that's why Nas Confundum isn't here. I remember Auntie out to two or something says have trouble getting her information here about reality. Yeah, that's how you know. YouTube has this, but the thing is, that's real talk. I mean, what do we have? What do you understand? The adults are not the adults. The adults are the irresponsible ones. And so us children, yes, that's why I retained my child, because why else? Why would I? Yeah. The adults think they're responsible. I would just let pedophilia and missing children run rampant. 460,000. And I'm sure and that's not including the American Indians. Because every atrocity of them is 10 times higher. How many times do I say it? The point is, what do we have to do to get y'all to include us? Whether we're alien or not. As an attorney, I'm always going to be them. Until I'm not their attorney. Until the attorney, I'm always going to, as I said, how could you take any other perspective? How could you think you're anything that's relevant if you're not the most vulnerable and the attorney for them at the same time? How could there be any, wherever you're at, if you're not the most vulnerable and their attorney at the same time, meaning you identify with them, that's you're going to stick with them, then what could you possibly matter what else you are? So we don't have to brag. It's just as time's going by, and I see AI's taking over the internet, period. I cannot believe what it's done to YouTube. I mean, YouTube's gone. I see why TikTok's gone, because all YouTube's gone. I don't know about the other ones. I mean, how far do we got to go before we realize, they did a bait and switch with the money, okay? Why do you think money was coins? Because that's what they valued. I don't know why humans or the custodians and Necroptians duped humans into valuing the ore beneath our feet as like, and you got to dig that up. You got to carry it around with you. Carry around stamped little pieces of it. And that's important. I don't know how they tricked us into that. Except for Labrador, that's the thing. What are we supposed to do? If humans were at this rate, at this pretty much this is even the Americans understand. Yes, 7 generations. This is the 7th known reset. So American Indians got 7 generations. The prophecy will be fulfilled. The 7-fire prophecy. We take the Greenland path, or else. That's all it's to it. We take the green. I don't know how to just throw off my clothes and walk out to the woods, because they've destroyed everything. Can't just walk out to the woods and live. I get that. We don't know how to live without steel, but that's our only option. I don't know why, and I don't mean no against American Indians, but I've received pretty much little to no support from y'all. Y'all don't like my prophecies. No, I can't help my vision. I didn't tell my vision to be about the end of flesh eating. That's what my vision was. I'm sorry. I wish it could be more romantic and for y'all about Article 6. Like, I don't care about Article 6. The USA, Corporation USA didn't sign any treaties with the Sasquatch, nor nature. You know what I'm saying? No treaties were signed with Turtle Island. Okay? With Turtle Island itself, no treaties were signed. So you don't worry. Anyways, they were annihilated immediately, so what does it matter? They don't live up to their constitution, even though it is Indian law. But it don't matter if you're male or female. If you don't know your Russell means, you don't know anything. If you don't know your Russell means, you know absolutely nothing. That's what all the patriarchal religions you can't get through to them. You cannot get through to them. It isn't about being all about, tied to like matter. It ain't about matter. It's about life. Water is life. Water is spirit. Okay? You understand? That source. Water be the source y'all referring to. Not some patriarchal wannabe war demon that thinks it created everything. Yet, you understand? That's the key. None of them dare to claim created the water. None of them dare to even claim to have created the water because they know they've created nothing. All the patriarchal religions. So that's thing. Readers, don't get offended. I'm just saying there is no way around it. You have to include us. You have to include the indigenous cultures. Not that they're always right. Not that they don't get too violent. Because I'm shocked, like the Sasquatch, man. God bless. Some of the Sasquatch got worse than humans. I'm talking like I can't believe, and others have to come save the real Sasquatch. Have to come save humans from the horrible Sasquatch. So that's where I get like, no, reptilian is in the mind, not the skin. That's why, like I said, that snake person that they showed, like that has a pleasant look that needs a proper cup of tea. That's my buddy. I ain't got time to, you know what I'm saying? Like the draconian beast, it's not cloaking. He's not cloaking. Okay, reptiles aren't beasts anyway. So there you go with that. Yeah. Same old thing with that. Just know it's like, yeah, there's something. Yeah. There's cultural differences that can't be ignored. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten to certain situations. But if you don't know, it don't matter. You can't be. I mean, you think you're divine feminine? You think you speak to the divine every day, and you don't know what your Russell means, and you're supporting patriarchy? No, okay. There's a lot of traffic around anyway. But do you understand? They did a bait and switch with the money. The money was the ore stamped into little coins, and the paper said, "Well, that's gold elsewhere." Even before it was Fort Knox, that's how paper started representing gold. That's where money came from. It's like, I got this paper says I have a lot of gold elsewhere. I can't carry it around; it might get stolen. And then they caught on to that. It's like, hey, we'll just tell them this dollar is redeemable in gold, and we'll keep it on Fort Knox or whatnot or wherever. And then all of a sudden, no, we don't. This piece of paper means nothing. And then it's transferred to digital. A loan is typed into existence when you go ask for it. A loan can never be actual capital, ever. That's what you're not getting. The adults are not the adults. The adults are allowing everything to be destroyed. And the children have to remind them, okay? So y'all can get the hell over yourself. You know, that's all you can get the hell over yourself. And stop thinking you're responsible while everything's destroyed. Because I stopped playing, the little song, like, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. I was on the, All I Want to See Is You Smile, even just for a little while, and I stopped because I was like, even the romantic, up vibration of that, it's like irrelevant if we don't have any clean water to drink. DuPont, one little company on Turtle Island, almost destroyed us all, has their Teflon in everything. There's almost no organism on Earth that they didn't put Teflon on, from Turtle Island of all places. This is an absolute emergency. We're not journeying. Stop assuming, okay? I used to think I was old soul, now I'm kind of knowing I'm ancient. I'm saying, I've been knowing that for a while. No. Assume some of us have already had enough lifetimes. We don't need school. We've had enough lifetimes of school, and we're here on a mission only. That is erased in the hospital by needle that no one's going to tell you about. Okay? Don't buy into that Dolores Cannon stuff. We called her phase shift through what, Dolores Cannon? Phase shift through what, Dolores Cannon? That's the long pause. She had said too much. She said too much. And Moon God says, they're just channeling demons. And yeah, so she obviously is. Because she treats Earth as just, you just come back as many times you want to. It's a class. You don't go to class with lions and tigers, crocodiles and snakes. How are the students going to pay attention? Think, humans.